I'm Lyn Heaton. I'm Chief Financial Officer for the Nebraska Department of Transportation. I've been here for about 4 months now. My wife and I, we have 3 daughters. We really enjoy going to concerts and traveling. I was born in Sioux City, Iowa. Lived there until I was 6. In 1976, my parents bought a grocery store in Creighton, Nebraska. So I graduated from high school in Creighton and then continued on to college from there. First year was Kearney State College, now known as UNK, University of Nebraska at Kearney. Then transferred to Wayne State College, where I graduated in 1992. I started right out of college working for a state senator in the Nebraska legislature. Worked for a couple of different state senators. Saw an opportunity to work in the State Budget Office, which is part of the Department of Administrative Services. State Budget Office supports the executive branch of government, especially the governor and the governor's office with issues related to the state's budget. Worked my way up through that organization until I was about 6 years in. I was promoted to Deputy State Budget Administrator and served in that capacity for 3 different governors. The reason I came to NDOT is I'd been on the executive side of state budgeting, state finance for 22 years. I was familiar with many state agencies, but never had been part of the operational side of state government. The Department of Transportation has always fascinated me. I think it's really just a very important state agency for Nebraskans. And I saw this opportunity as the Chief Financial Officer as something that really I could have an impact in a different way on Nebraskans, and that's maybe more relevant to their daily lives. And that seemed really exciting to me. What people can expect from me is I'm going to really dive in and want to understand why things are the way they are. I ask a lot of questions. It's just part of who I am. I want to take a process and understand it better and make it work better, make those processes work better for the people, for our employees, and for the people we serve in the community. Something that really drives me is providing financial information to our agency leadership so that they can make well-informed decisions. One thing that seems critical to me is to have their decisions made with the best data that's available, for them to be able to make data-driven decisions, because there's some really very complex and weighty things happening with NDOT, and it's important that they have the best information possible. We have a great deal of data in the Department of Transportation, and we have access to data from many, many other sources, including other state and federal agencies. So the one thing that I think that we can improve our decision making is by taking that data and utilizing it in a way that helps us predict where things are going to go in the future. Well, my immediate impact would be to really help our leadership understand budgeting. My 22 years of experience in the State Budget Office, I think, has me uniquely prepared to help them, to give them the advice that they need about the state's budget, about how NDOT can position itself to move forward and to succeed in our agency goals and objectives. I'm going to use that 22 years of experience and help this agency move forward.